are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead.
Well, hello there, breathers.
And welcome back
to another
educational,
entertaining,
furry, yes, furry,
purry,
and furry episode of All My Favorite People Are Dead. I'm Sue Teresi.
I'm Shannon Butler.
What's new, Shan?
My dog, Miss Daisy.
Cutie pie.
She's the most beautiful girl in the world.
Sweet.
So sweet.
Petite.
Little thing. Has a new hobby.
What? Golf? Pickleball?
I wish.
She's playing pickleball? No.
No. The whole dexterity issue is...
She's too young.
Yeah.
You got to be able
Well, she's middle-aged for her, for a dog.
Okay.
So
she can...
So she's having a midlife crisis.
Oh. So
and
she pierced her ears and...
She's decided her new favorite thing to do is to find anything that's plush and soft and fluffy and hump the shit out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, but okay. When did this start?
A few weeks ago, and I was laying in my bed, just kind of. I wasn't feeling terribly well, and my two boys were staring at me, giving me these puppy dog eyes, like, "Oh, Mom, are you okay?
Mommy?
You're gonna be okay. We're here for you."
Kiss, kiss.
Yeah, and
Mommy.
Daisy comes running up on this. There's this little staircase, so she can get up on the bed because she's too short. She can't jump that high. And she comes running up, and she's like staring at me, and she grabs this spare blanket that I got there, rolls it into a ball, puts it in her mouth, and just starts humping it like there's no tomorrow.
She was fixed, right?
She's spayed.
So usually they do that when they're not spayed or neutered.
I'm like, what are you doing? The next night, right? Okay, that was over. I'm like,
you might want to take her for pickleball.
The next night, there's this big plush dog bed that's in my living room. Right? Mm-hmm. So I go to work. After work, I go to the gym. I come home. I feed the dogs. I take them for a walk. Then I feed myself. And then I sit down on the couch, to relax, watch the TV. And she drags this dog bed to the middle of my living room. It's way bigger than she is.
Yeah, no, I know.
Rolls it into a ball, gets it in just the right position, and just goes to town.
And it's not like she's in heat.
She can't be, right? She's spayed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm like, what?
I don't know.
And it's every night now.
Oh, it's every night.
Every night. And sometimes in the morning, first thing. After I sit there with my coffee and she struts out to the living room. I'm like, hi, girl, what's up? Oh, nothing, Mom. Grabs the bed. Bam. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh. And I'm like, okay, I know it's cold, it's wet out there. Our walks are a little shorter than they probably normally, but maybe she's bored.
Okay.
This is her new hobby now.
Get her a new toy. Get her a new enrichment toy or something to play with.
Yeah, we might need to do that. But
get her a new toy. You don't think it's a UTI?
No, because she's doing everything else normally.
Everything's good. So maybe she needs different enrichment, different toys, something.
And it's not the boys don't hump anything, right? Okay, I got two boys. They don't do anything.
That's just her. She's going
just her. And I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, do you? Because I recently broke up with someone. I'm like, do you miss the man that was
that
here?
When it started?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It started after he left.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, maybe she's like, he wasn't your man, Mom. He was my man.
There you go.
And because she would cover him in kisses that night. She would
maybe she misses him and she's acting out.
Maybe. I don't know. But she's lost her.
She's okay.
I'm calling her new nickname is Hardcore Bitch.
Oh, okay.
That's her new nickname.
That's what I used to call you.
I'm not hardcore
anymore. Not to your face.
No, I am a bitch, but I'm not.
Stop it. Just joking.
Anyway, so that's my news. What do you got?
So, you talk about the pups. I talk about my kitty.
Your many, many kitties.
Many. I have right there. Oh, there he is. I have always had multiple cats. Mm-hmm. I had 8. Yes, you heard me, breathers. I had 8 when my husband met me. Mm-hmm. But yet here we are. And I remember him saying, do we have to have 8? I'm like, well, not 8. And we've never had 8. I think the most we've had since we're married is like 6.
Yeah.
But I've never not had the kitties. That's just it. And maybe not the pups because, where I grew up, you couldn't have dogs.
Right.
So we've always had kitties. We always will have kitties. Life is about kitties.
Okay.
So what I don't like is that term that they give a woman who likes cats.
Crazy cat lady?
The crazy cat lady.
Okay.
Now, nobody calls you the crazy doggy lady.
Well, I mean, I would understand. I would understand if they did.
It's not a thing.
No.
It's not a thing. You have pups and they go dog lover.
I should make it a thing, though.
Okay,
I am
we
a little
could.
crazy.
But nobody gives you that stereotype of being, there's that crazy woman with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get the archetype of the crazy cat lady, and I don't like that term. I like charming feline enthusiast. I find
that's a nice one.
That's better. But I was wondering, how the hell did people come up with this?
Okay. I'm curious.
And the archetype of the crazy cat lady, haggard, mentally unstable. Not a word.
I didn't say.
Not a word.
I didn't
Not
say
a word.
anything.
Spinster and her OCDs make her hoard cats because she can't deal with people. When did this begin? Not with me.
Not with you. Okay.
Okay. So
you don't have OCD.
No, I don't. I can't even spell OCD, but. No, but I just like cats.
Yeah.
They choose me, I choose them, I save them, they save me, and it's, you get a different thought when I say crazy cat lady, right?
Yeah.
I've dressed up as the crazy cat lady for Halloween.
Yeah.
So you put on the bathrobe, you put rollers in your hair, I take the beanie bait, whatever they are, you pin them to your bathrobe,
Right.
You walk around with the cat carrier, you people assume you smell like Purina.
Right.
It's one of those, and I am so not like that.
Okay.
Because I don't own a bathrobe. And, all right. There was this woman named Mabel Collins. She was a librarian in 1930s America, and I think she was the archetype of what we want to refer to as the crazy cat lady.
Okay.
For those of you who can't see me, I'm making air quotes. Okay. Now, the symbol of independent living, not a woman of loneliness. Right? She lived in a small cottage with over a dozen cats and lots and lots and lots of books.
And hopefully lots of litter boxes.
And lots of litter boxes. But I have lots of cats and lots of books.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let's look into Mabel. Like other women, she defied societal norms that expected them to marry and conform to traditional roles at that time. Okay? Instead, she said, screw you. She found comfort in pursuing her solitude along with her cats. Mm-hmm. Okay? She was breaking societal rules at the time. At a time when unmarried women were often seen incompetent, lonely, pitied, she and other women quietly reshaped the narrative. Mm-hmm. Okay? They were, quote unquote, cat ladies, a term that eventually becomes the stereotype, okay? But provides something more radical. A quote-unquote soft rebellion, if you will, as an emotional lifeline, okay?
Okay.
She embodies the movement of women. Think of the movement of women like female professions, librarians, teachers, secretaries, right? Think about them, who choose independence during the Great Depression, right? 100 years ago. Finding companionship and purpose outside the traditional marriage. Traditional life. I don't need this crap. I got my own career. I got my own stuff. Yeah, I got my cats. Okay?
So, but they're kind of shunning a human connection.
Yes and no. It's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice. They're not lonely. They choose solitude. It's a different. They don't want that human connection.
Okay.
As you and I know, there were times where Shannon, what does my shirt say?
Sometimes I stay inside because it's just too people-y out there and there's a cat on it.
Okay. I use the term people as a verb. I'll say to my husband, I people today, I cannot people tomorrow. It is too people-y. I stand out the window with my cats going, it's a jungle out there. We cannot go out there. It's too people-y. And I get invited to things and I say, it's too people-y out there. I cannot people. Mm-hmm. So to an extent.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they do. They have their jobs, they have their life, but they do it on their terms, okay?
Okay.
But Mabel had never gotten married. She was a librarian who supported shelters and lived very happily alone with her cats and her books.
Okay.
You see Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Remember that? Right? Bella's in the castle. And she's got, remember that library?
Oh.
That library.
That library.
It's like, you got that big ass library. You got, I don't care if it's a teapot or a wardrobe. They're doing stuff for you. And you want to escape? I'm like, you can get, I'll go in. I would have no problem living there with the big fuzzy guy.
Honestly,
I'd probably knit him a sweater.
I think he was hotter as a fuzzy guy than when he turned human.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that cute either.
Humble opinion.
But I can picture being in an old castle like that with that library and vacuum cleaners or whatever they are going on automatic getting me stuff. That didn't sound like something I would escape from. So now think about these women like Mabel. The Great Depression brought more than financial strain. Emotional survival becomes unimportant, and the world is unforgiving. And for many women, their places were limited traditional roles, like teachers and secretaries, like I said. But these quote-unquote cat ladies rejected these roles, choosing instead a life of independence, comfort, and companionship with their feline friends. Cats became their lifeline, offering them routine, affection, and a sense of purpose when everything else feels uncertain. I mean, there are times where I do. You have a different relationship with an animal than you do with a person.
Sure you do. Yeah.
Though the media of the time often painted these women as oddities, these women were in reality ahead of their time.
Yeah.
They weren't just resisting societal pressure. They were creating a new path entirely. They were redefining what it means to live freely and on their own terms. That's a different way of seeing the cat lady. Were they eccentric, pioneers, or independent of an unapologetic life? Right? It's a cultural archetype. It's appeared for over a century in literature, folklore, psychology, and the popular media. She is typically portrayed as an eccentric, solitary woman whose devotion to her cats can symbolize independence, nonconformity, or social marginalization.
Well, I think that's a very, men would say, you know, she's eccentric. She's
women too. Other women too.
Sure.
Women would snicker and sneer.
Because women can be bitches.
Yeah, I noticed.
And they probably are is they're jealous
that
this woman's living her best life.
She said, "Screw you! I'm not doing what you're doing, and I'm not putting up with the crap that you put up."
Yeah, I don't want to cook for a man.
That's right.
I want to just open up a can for my cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to cook for a guy. I don't want to do that kind of job.
Right.
And up yours. And there's a lot of freedom in that.
Yeah.
While often used humorously or dismissively, the archetype does reflect deeper societal attitudes towards aging, femininity, solitude, and unconventional spirituality.
Are you saying you're worshiping your cats on the side?
So, in ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped.
That's true.
But I can tell you this, cats have not forgotten that.
No, they know.
Worship me.
They're still in charge.
If we examine this archetype along with other figures like Mabel Collins, this could reveal how myth and reality blur when society interprets unconventional women through symbolic lenses. For instance, the stereotype of the crazy cat lady contains several elements.
Right.
A woman outside traditional family roles.
Right.
Deeper emotional attachment to animals over people. Mystical, intuitive, or eccentric personality traits, coupled with social independence, or like you said, maybe isolation. Okay.
Yeah.
Historically, cats themselves have symbolized intuition, mystery, a liminality, which is the existing between worlds. And women who are associated with cats are viewed as wise, mystical, or threatening, or medieval witch. Right? Different imagery, depending, on the time and the value of the day.
Sure.
The association with a cat.
A woman, a witch, and her broomstick.
There you go. Or a witch and half a million.
Cat and her
Right?
Yeah.
The black cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the archetype is less about cats, though, and more about society's reaction to the women who live outside of expected norms with their kitties.
But, so why, if a single woman with her dogs is not given the same treatment?
Exactly.
Why is that? Yeah.
Why are you not the crazy, dog lady where I am the crazy cat lady?
And you're not single. You got a husband, you got kids,
But I have those cats.
You got a lot of cats.
But yet, I think it's spilled over because I get that when I tell people how many cats I do have. And if they don't say it, and I look at them, I go, "Yep, I'm the crazy cat lady." Woo-hoo. You didn't recognize me without the bathrobe. So again, to get back to Mabel Collins, she was a writer. She lived during the Victorian era where women had expectations of domestic roles.
Oh, certainly.
But instead, she pursued independent authorship, esoteric philosophy, public intellectual life, mystical teachings, which alone would have made her unconventional for her day.
Yeah.
So there's no actual reliable historical evidence that she was known for being the true, but we tend to give the title to her or women of that time.
Okay.
Okay, it's more symbolic than factual. However, she does align with the deeper meaning, the deeper symbolic aspects of the archetype. For instance, an independent woman. Well, she was a successful author and lecturer, right?
Yeah.
She had a mystical aura about her, theophysical teachings, societal nonconformity. She rejected strict Victorian norms. She had intuitive symbolism. She did write about her own inner wisdom. Okay, so it's what scholars would call the archetypal, pattern of the mystical woman that society labels as eccentric. Right? She's eccentric. Okay.
Okay.
So why does a label like this exist? Well, historically, women who displayed intellectual or spiritual authority are caricatured, right? They're eccentric, they're hysterical, they're witch-like, they're overly emotional. No, they're not putting up with your bullshit. And you use that to diminish their credibility. The cat lady stereotype is a modern descendant of these older cultural habits. Well, she's a witch, bang her, she lives with the cats. No, she's a crazy cat lady. It's like some sort of weird evolution. The deeper interpretation, right? Seen symbolically, the crazy cat lady represents maybe feminine intuition over logic, maybe solitude over social conformity, maybe preserving the inner life over the external approval of others. Okay?
Okay.
In that sense, Mabel Collins and other women like her would embody a positive version of the archetype, a woman guided by inner conviction rather than social expectation. So we refer to Mabel Collins, not always historically or literally as the crazy cat lady, but she, as well as myself, can be interpreted as an archetype one in that symbolic terms that her independence, mysticism, and intellectual courage place her in a category society has often misunderstood and secretly, I think, revered. Because like you said, you wish you were like that. You wish you didn't give a crap what the other women thought.
Right.
You wish you could live life on your own terms.
Yeah.
The woman who lives in her own truth. We could also see this as a psychological or mythological version. Carl Jung, right? His archetype, a symbolism of cats and feminine and so on. The crazy cat lady versus the wise woman or the crone. Or the mythological version, cats, goddesses, feminine symbolism, that's across cultures.
Sure.
Modern psychology, why society stereotypes independent women.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the deep dive with the crazy cat lady archetype, okay?
Interesting.
Let's explore. From Carl Jung's description of a universal symbolic character that lives in the collective unconsciousness, the crazy cat lady strongly aligns with intuition, independence, spiritual perception, and she is unconcerned with approval.
Yeah.
Now, you and I are like that a lot, too. I don't give a crap what you think. Take me as I am or watch me as I go.
Exactly.
And I've said this before. My circle is small. I keep it like that for a reason.
Yeah.
Not because, I don't have friends. Because I'm very choosy about... I'm very selective about who I spend my time with.
You have to be able to afford to handle us.
Exactly.
In order to be in our lives.
Exactly.
And if you can't, goodbye.
Yeah. You get an invitation to something that I'm throwing, it's like a golden ticket in a Wonka bar, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have time, and Jimmy Crackhorn and I don't care.
Yeah.
And that gets resented, but not any women.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the crone, the sacred elder feminine, representing wisdom gained through experience. Stands out in society's rules, often misunderstood, frequently feared. You know, the spinster lady, the little old lady, you know, from Hansel and Gretel.
Right.
You
conjure your children.
that. Yeah, she's going to eat your kids. You know, that's what it conjures up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cats themselves symbolize intuition and the unconscious. So a woman who is surrounded by the cats symbolically represents someone deeply connected to inner knowing, insight, and instinct. The Jungian translation is the stereotype isn't about the cats. It's all about a woman who doesn't need a validation. She don't need your approval.
Right.
And again, that is very threatening.
Sure it is.
Threatening. Why can't I talk today? In most cultures, cats are linked to the divine feminine. Basset, she was the Egyptian one, the goddess of protection, fertility, intuition. Freya, love, magic, independence. She rode a chariot pulled by cats in Nordic legend.
I want to see an image of that.
Look it up. So again, the woman who's associated with cats from the historical perspective has the spiritual perception, magical knowledge, and also independence from male authority. So, but it becomes negative during periods when women were socially distrusted.
Right.
So today's modern psychological perspective views the stereotype as a societal projection, not necessarily a personality type.
Okay.
It reflects cultural discomfort with women who are unmarried, who are child-free, who live intellectually independent and emotionally self-sufficient lives. Didn't Taylor Swift and, what was it, last year, 2 years ago? The unmarried cat lady and all these women came out and said, excuse me, we're not married, we're happy, we have cats, screw you.
Yeah.
Studies have shown, scientific research have shown people with pets often have a higher empathy and emotional intelligence and resilience. Living alone does not correlate with loneliness, not when it's chosen.
Right.
I go to work, I do what I have to do. There are plenty of times where I need to be alone.
Sure, yeah.
What was her name? Sandra Bernhardt? I want to be alone. So that's the lesson. Some women loved animals. They love reading. They love thinking deeply. They love helping others. They love being independent. And instead of understanding them, people call them silly names. But these women are actually thoughtful, caring, imaginative, and brave enough to be themselves. And when people are brave enough to be themselves and be different, people label them. But being different is often what makes someone special or wise.
Yeah.
So again, why is this that misunderstanding, especially with the cats, right? Like you said, not with the dog.
Right.
It's not a joke or a stereotype. It's an echo of an ancient archetype. The independent, intuitive woman, society doesn't know what box to put her in.
Right.
Okay. In myth, she was sacred. In history, she was feared. But in modern times, she's joked about. But symbolically, she represents self-trust, wisdom, and freedom. So there.
Well, take that. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's deep.
You and I have parts of both.
Yeah, we do.
You know, with the animals, with being independent, with doing what we want to do because we want to do it and making our own choices.
Yeah.
And I think it should be revered. You know, I mean, you're really, I mean, I'm in a female dominated field as a teacher, but you're pretty much not. I mean, yeah, as a historian, is that?
It's a mixed bag now.
It is a mixed bag, but more women are coming in now than before.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. And I'm not your average historian.
You're not your average anything woman.
Well, there's that. I don't look like your typical historian.
No.
I don't talk like your typical historian.
Yeah.
Which makes me sort of this oddity.
Yeah.
And,
right.
And I think that's what attracts a lot of people to me.
Exactly. But now.
Yeah.
And I get that, but it is with the cats though. I mean, how many? When I tell them, I got a bunch of cats. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, usually, and I get the opposite. When I tell people I have 3 dogs, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. Oh, that must be a lot of work. But they don't call me crazy.
Yeah, I get the crazy. Oh, the crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think that's what it's developed now.
Yeah.
It's morphed into almost some kind of joke because I like cats.
Well, I like your cats.
It's like you. My cats they're sweet. You wouldn't even know they're here.
No.
I mean, people come in, the few that I actually let in my house.
Right.
But it's not what you would think.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's, again, feeding into the stereotype of what I should be. Because, again, just like I get the same thing when people find out I'm Jewish. I get, you look Jewish. Sorry, do I look like something that, what? That, I don't even know what a crazy cat lady should look like.
Yeah.
And I simply don't know what a Jewish person looks like. Either way, I should look like something that makes them feel more comfortable about what they think about me.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Big deep dive.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
One of them is
what do you think, Mushu?
Yeah.
Mushu's hanging
He doesn't care. He wants his dinner.
He's like, shut up. Stop talking about cats and feed me.
Well, that was a very furry,
educational and deep.
Deep meowing episode of All My Favorite People Are Dead. Meow.
Meow.
All my favorite people are dead.